What is going on, Thrones fans? We are going to be doing a list of top 7 moments from Game of Thrones Season 7 so far. So these moments will be the moments that at least I consider to be the most fulfilling so far in our first 2 episodes. And I will also be following this list up once this is released with a top 7 moments that I hated. So let's not waste any time and jump right into it with number 7, Arya's cold open. Although I did have to throw logic to the wind, even more so than usual, I did enjoy this scene. Who doesn't like to see Frey's die? But I do have to admit, I do have some trouble getting the Mission Impossible theme out of my head when she takes off a face.
Slaughtered your guests after inviting them into your home. But you didn't slaughter every one of the Starks. No. That was your mistake. You should have ripped them all out, root and stem. Leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
When people ask you what happened here, tell them the North remembers.
Number 6, Cersei actually using semi-intelligent methods to sway her allies to her side. The only thing I can really say about this is I'm just happy they are going about this insanely difficult to believe task of Cersei actually gaining enough allies to actually be a threat to Dany in the best way possible.
Some of you are bannermen of House Tyrell, but House Tyrell is in open rebellion against the crown. With their help, the Mad King's daughter has ferried an army of savages to our shores. Mindless, unsullied soldiers who will destroy your castles and your holdfasts. Dothraki heathens who will burn your villages to the ground. Rape and enslave your women, and butcher your children without a second thought. This is how Olenna Tyrell rewards centuries of service and loyalty. You will remember the Mad King. You remember the horrors he inflicted upon his people. His daughter is no different. In Essos, her brutality is already legendary. She crucified hundreds of noblemen in Slaver's Bay, and when she grew bored of that, she fed them to her dragons. It is my solemn duty to protect the people, and I will, but I need your help, my lords. We must stand together, all of us, if we hope to stop her.
Number 5, Euron's big entrance. Was it too dark, as usual? Yes. But was it also badass enough to make me actually use the phrase epic? Yes. And did sand snakes die? Absolutely. So, it's on the fucking list. And yes, I was actually hype. And coming in at number 4 is Dany and Varys' awkward "remember that time you tried to kill me" talk? Now again, I had to throw some logic to the wind on this one, but Dan and Dave addressed a plot hole head on, and I gotta give them props for that. Even if I don't think they plugged that hole completely, I do believe they did the best they could. In truth be told, it was a nice interaction.
Suffer under despots and prosper under just rule, the people whose hearts you aim to win. If you demand blind allegiance, I respect your wishes. Grey Worm can behead me, or your dragons can devour me. But if you let me live, I will serve you well. I will dedicate myself to seeing you on the Iron Throne, because I choose you. Because I know the people have no better chance than you.
Swear this to me, Varys. If you ever think I'm failing the people, you won't conspire behind my back. You'll look me in the eye as you have done today, and you'll tell me how I'm failing them.
I swear it, my queen.
And I swear this. If you ever betray me, I'll burn you alive.
I would expect nothing less from the Mother of Dragons.
Number 3, we've got Euron jumping back in. Euron Greyjoy's Rock of Love performance for Cersei. This could have went horribly wrong, much like everything Euron did last season went horribly wrong. And it didn't. And I'm into whatever the hell they have decided to do with Euron this season. I say let him wear all the eyeshadow and Hot Topic apparel he wants for the few episodes he will be alive.
Cutting down by your own kin. The place was getting crowded. I enjoyed watching it. I truly did. And I enjoyed killing Greyjoys. A good thing for me. If you hadn't crushed us, I wouldn't have gone into exile. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be the greatest captain of the 14 seas. If not the most humble.
Number 2, Dany arriving at Dragonstone. And no matter what I or anybody else thinks, we could have done better with the scene, which for the record, I do think I could have did it better, but it was still great. And we have been waiting 6 years for it, so how can I not put it on the list? And even though it was a cheesy line at the end, I do like the "Shall we begin?"
Shall we begin?
And coming in at number 1, Jon receiving Tyrion's letter. I don't know how else to explain this one. Even though their interaction might have been short, it was done well, and it was done early on. And we actually learned a great deal about these characters. This is when we really found out that Tyrion wasn't a dick, and we got a real introduction into Jon during this time. And to be honest, without even realizing it, I've been looking forward to this reunion ever since. And I am far more excited to have Jon see Tyrion again than I am to even have him meet Dany.
Gather around. Come here.
I think it's really Tyrion. It could be someone trying to lure you into a trap.
Read the last bit.
All dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes. What does that mean?
It's something he said to me the first night we met. You know him better than any of us. What do you think?
Tyrion's not like the other Lannisters. He was always kind to me, but it's too great a risk. The 7 kingdoms will bleed as long as Cersei sits on the Iron Throne. Join us. Together we can end her tyranny.
Sounds like a charmer.
Alright, that does it for our top 7 moments of the first 2 episodes of Season 7 of Game of Thrones. Make sure to keep your eye out for the top 7 worst moments of the first 2 episodes of Season 7 of Game of Thrones that will be coming out shortly. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and make sure to hit that like button. We will see you guys soon.
And I love these books. If you watch it on HBO and think you know what's going on, I appreciate that. The people who waited 5 years for Dance, this one's for you. Check it. Yo. On the real, your boy is a hip-hop player, but for this joint here, I play the role of King Slayer. See, toe-to-toe, blow for blow, we can fight, G. But word to Jamie, there are no other men like me. This industry is in a roughed up state. Cats front so tough, you call the bluff, they fake.